Hey guys, welcome to one of my in-depth videos. Today I'm going to be talking about masks. Yep. But not like the cool kind where you put on your face and you're just like, bleh. Like the masks that we wear. Because we all do it. Everyone I know who suffered with low mood, anxiety, poor self-confidence, depression, all of them wear masks. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I could quote from the film Mask right now, but I'm not going to because I will just mess it up. But yeah, everyone wears a mask in everyday society. From the happy retail shop till assistant, like, hey, how can I help today? To the, college tutor. It's everyone wears a mask to get them through the day. And sometimes it helps. Sometimes it doesn't. There are ways or times when having a mask on when you're suffering depression, I found, can be really helpful. Because there are just those days where you honestly feel like curling up into a ball and just sitting there or crying your eyes out, and the last thing you want is everyone to go, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? Like, I hate that. I hate being asked if I'm okay. I despise it. And I'm sure it's no different for a lot of you guys out there. I hate constantly because I very much suffer with resting bitch face. Constantly being asked, like, oh, are you okay? What's wrong? And I'm just like, nothing, leave me alone. So I found masks can be very handy in public when you don't want that unnecessary questioning, just to put on the super happy persona, even if you feel like shit inside. It just sometimes helps get through the day. And like I said, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You're not being untrue to yourself by putting this mask on. You'd be being untrue to yourself if you wore it all the time and never told anyone that you were hurting, that you needed help. Then I would consider it being untrue to yourself if you were literally just like, oh my god, yeah, everything's amazing, and actually you spend your evenings self-harming or something terrible like that. I mean, there is a line with everything in life, just like the mask thing, there is a line with it. You don't want to wear that mask 24/7 because you start to forget who you are, and then when it all comes crashing down, it is 10 times worse. Believe me, I've been there, I've done it, I've done the whole thing. I spent 2 years, more than 2 years, but the last 2 years of a very unhappy relationship wearing a mask, pretending everything was fine, and when the barrier broke, it flooded, like, everything behind it. I very much lost contact of who I was with myself because I spent so long pretending everything was okay. So, yeah, masks in moderation are a good thing. But don't think that you have to wear one. Don't think that you, for the sake of other people, have to be happy all the time. Because you are your own person and you are going through your own shit. And if they can't understand that, if they expect you to be like this happy-go-lucky or totally sensible all the time, and are asking you not to be true to yourself, even if yourself at that point is a moping git, like, it's not worth it. Because you, to a certain extent, you have to embrace and acknowledge things like depression and anxiety so you can start to work towards fixing them. It's no good looking at a clock and going, oh, well, it's right twice a day, when it stopped ticking a long time ago. It's stupid and it's moronic. So, while I might, to a certain extent, encourage wearing masks in public, just to get around all the bullshit questioning. Don't let it define who you are. Definitely don't. A good example, I suppose, would be my TikTok talks. I am extremely exuberant and bubbly in them. I very much portray confidence and things like that. But they take a lot of planning, and they take a lot of sitting down, working out what I want to talk about, what I don't want to talk about, and how I want to come across to the people watching them. I want the TikTok talks things to be fun and light-hearted. But if you put that next to my depression diaries, like, they are just, one is black, one is white. In comparison, my moods and the way I talk in them are so totally different. And I am pushing myself to be more confident and be more comfortable in front of the camera and things in my TikTok talks videos. I feel that is what makes those more enjoyable for people to watch. Whereas the depression diaries, it's a different subject. It's something that's a lot more raw, a lot more open, so I'm able to talk like myself a bit more. I'm able to kind of dither and be like, I don't really know what to say. Because they are two very different aspects of my life. There are times, if I'm talking about things I love, there are times that I am exactly that person. I am that happy, bubbly, oh my god, you need to look at this person. But a lot of the time when you are suffering with depression, you really struggle to focus on the things that make you that kind of person. So I actually find doing the TikTok talks videos helps invigorate me and helps kind of almost put me back on track for a little while, because of that mask that I'm wearing, that mask of confidence is still me to a certain extent. I've apart from that relationship one, I've never really worn a mask that is totally fake. I can't do that. I really struggle. Like, if someone turned around and went, oh, well, can't you be more, peppy? And I'd just be like, no, fuck off. It's not in my nature. I can't wear masks that aren't inherently me, but that doesn't mean I can't wear a mask that makes everything seem like, oh, for that day I'm absolutely fine. But yeah. But then things are geared towards different audiences. Like, if I was going, for example, to say a cousin's wedding, like, I'd put on a mask that I was happy for them, and I would put that as the forward emotion, and then when the reception came, I'd just sit in the corner with a glass of wine, or, well, beer, probably, rather than wine, and then give myself some, like, distance, because, like I said, you don't want to be wearing this mask 24/7, you just don't. Things get worse if you pretend that everything is okay. If you're hurting, things really do get worse. And that's a lot of the time. I know a lot of my friends who suffer with similar things to myself would agree that life gets a lot harder when you are constantly pretending that you are okay. And it's okay not to be okay. Because that made sense, right? But it is. It's okay to just go, oh shit, I really need help. Like, I can't get through this day. And to have days to yourself where you're just like, you know what? I can't deal with the world right now. But don't let that be everything. Because as soon as you start letting that be everything, then the more you'll feel a need to put a mask on when you're around other people, and then other people won't necessarily know that something's wrong. Sometimes you get so good at wearing this mask, people can't even tell that it's not you anymore, which is scary in and of itself. So yeah, it was just a quick one saying about how it's okay sometimes to wear a mask, but don't ever forget that if you're suffering with depression or anxiety, what you're going through, you need to acknowledge it to fix it. It sucks. It sucks so hard. But it is what it is. So until next time, have a great day, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.